Hello everybody, welcome back to another food review video. Today we are staying in Okinawa and we are reviewing Okinawa convenience store food.
We went to 3 different convenience stores, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Lawson. And the reason why is because they have some really interesting things here, only in Okinawan items. I think this is the only Japan prefecture that has this many interesting regional items.
I think so too.
We always look forward, well, one of the things we look forward to whenever we come to Okinawa is we like to go to all the convenience stores and we like to browse the different things they have. It's so interesting.
Today we bought 7 items, but before eating food, let's drink beer.
Of course. So I got this, of course, Okinawan beer. It's Orion Okinawa Craft Beer 75 Premium Series IPA. In Japanese, it is called Nago. The reason why is because 7 is shichi or nana in Japanese, 5 is go, so Nago.
Nago is a place the brewing company located. And mine is also Orion beer, the limited edition, Natsu Ichiban Hyoon Chozo, the draft beer.
I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's pretty new. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some beer. As always, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like drinking my beer out of the can. I gotta use a glass. I just feel like it tastes better. Some people like to drink it out of the can, some people like to drink it out of the glass. I like to drink it out of the glass. What about you guys? Itadakimasu! Cheers! Cheers, everybody!
Good draft beer. It has a depth and same time it has a sharpness.
Recently, I'm starting to like IPA beers.
Really?
I like that slight bitterness.
You
find it
used
interesting.
You used to hate IPA beer.
Not hate. I used to not like it so much because I felt it was very bitter, but no, I find them quite tasty.
This IPA beer contains sequasa.
Oh, really? Shikwasa.
Yes.
Shikwasa is a citrus fruit that's indigenous to Okinawa. No wonder it's very refreshing.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite refreshing.
Is it fruity?
It is a little bit, slight fruitiness.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm hungry. So what should we begin with?
From 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
So talking about Okinawa food, the very popular thing is pork tamago onigiri. Onigiri.
Love it. Love it. You guys already know that.
In Tokyo, we can buy at Family Mart now, but in Okinawa, 3 convenience stores have this pork tamago onigiri.
Yeah, and you can also find this type of onigiri at all the supermarkets.
From the 7-Eleven, we bought this one, pork tamago omusubi, tuna and mayonnaise. Why we chose this one? Because 7-Eleven tuna mayonnaise rice bowl is very tasty.
Yes, and the other thing that we found out recently is that people in Okinawa eat a lot of tuna, like canned tuna. In fact, they sell canned tuna in cases at all the supermarket. Isn't that interesting?
Look, it's inside. You can see luncheon meat and omelette. Wrapped with rice and nori seaweed.
So we cut it in half. We warmed it up slightly in the microwave oven. It looks really good. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Chin.
Oh,
That was good.
7-Eleven tuna mayonnaise is good. Tuna mayonnaise is a very good ingredient of rice bowl, and it matches with this luncheon meat.
And the egg. It really matches the egg too.
Yes, egg too.
The
Yeah.
egg omelet is very fluffy, not dry at all. The luncheon meat is not very salty. And that's another thing. And kind of like Hawaii, spam or luncheon meat is widely available everywhere in Okinawa. They really like luncheon meat.
I really like this tuna mayonnaise with luncheon meat combination.
Yeah, and as always, 7-Eleven rice is perfectly cooked. Delicious. By the way, guys, we did make a couple of videos for the TabiEats channel, so make sure to check them out because they are very good videos. We had a lot of delicious food.
Next thing from 7-Eleven is Yushi tofu soba.
So interesting.
Yushi tofu is a Okinawan tofu. It's before farming, so it is softer and crumbly.
Tofu is also widely eaten here, and they have different types of tofu, and the tofu is different as well. Very, very interesting. And I've never tried Yushi tofu soba.
And soba is not
That's
buckwheat.
right. That's right. Soba. Yeah, that's right. That's another thing. in
Okinawa soba is between, my image, between udon noodles and ramen noodles.
I see. For me, it's very similar to saimin. It's kind of like a in between saimin and udon for me. So this is really interesting. Check it out. There is an entire block of that yushi tofu we were talking about. Actually, it's pretty thin. I was afraid it was going to be like a gigantic block. So we're going to put that to the side. You got your packet of noodles here. That's Okinawa soba noodles. And then you have the dashi stock, and you have a packet of benishoga or pickled red ginger. Alright, so we're gonna dump the noodles into the bowl like so. That looks so good. And then we'll put the tofu on top, or the soup. Okay, so that's the soup packet right there. And the direction says to pour this on top of the noodles. Okay, and then we're gonna, oh, look at that. Like Satoshi said, you see, this yushi tofu is softer and crumblier. So we're gonna dump that right on top.
And pour hot water, 300 milliliter of hot water. I think this is enough. Close the lid.
And then microwave it,
Then
right?
microwave 3 minutes.
Alright, so it's warmed up. Ooh, look at that. It's steamy hot. And then we're gonna add in the red pickled ginger, benishoga. Kind of like regular Okinawan soba. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Look at this slab of tofu on the top. And this is what the soup looks like. It's kind of like cloudy. Almost like tonkotsu soup, but not as thick. It's lighter than that. I can smell the dashi from here. And then that's your typical Okinawan noodles. This is wavy type of noodles. And this is the yushi tofu. I think it's easier. Eat it with a spoon. That looks delicious. Isn't that interesting? Look at that.
I've never eaten yushi tofu soba.
Me neither. Okay, first I want to try the soup.
美味しい。
Oishii! Oh,
And the
so
ginger.
much flavor.
Ginger works really well.
Yeah, what would you say? I mean, it tastes a little bit like.
What shall I say?
What kind of dashi is this?
Very
I wonder.
clear. No, what shall I say?
It does taste like the Okinawan soba soup, which is usually a mixture of bonito, flakes, and sometimes pork, right? And that's what it tastes like to me. But it's very, very clear. It has lots of depth, but at the same time, it's very light. It doesn't feel heavy.
So I'm very confused to describe.
It tastes healthy. I think I know what you mean, because it does have the flavors of pork and bonito flake, and you would expect it to be. I think we're just used to eating ramen, which is heavier and fattier maybe. This one, I don't really feel the fat. I don't really feel it's that heavy.
I found the word
What?
gentle flavor.
Gentle flavor, really?
It has a solid flavor,
Yes.
solid taste, but still gentle for me.
Tofu is good. I've never had noodles with tofu before, but the tofu is really good. I think it works because it's yushi tofu. It's not completely soft like your soft tofu. It's not that soft. Kind of like between soft tofu and firm tofu.
And noodles. It has a good chewiness. And this one is a wavy type. There are variety type of noodles, of Okinawa noodles, but this one is wavy type. It comes with this soup flavor, so good.
I like that. I think I'm gonna try adding tofu as a topping to my ramen. I think I'm gonna try that next time. But this is good. It's not ramen, guys. It's not udon either. It's not buckwheat noodles. It's Okinawan soba,
Okinawan soba.
with Okinawan Yushi tofu.
So let's go on to Lawson.
Lawson, okay. So is this Lawson?
Yes.
Also, we have another soba,
Yep.
and we have miso soup.
Miso soup.
But not any old miso soup, because Okinawan miso soup is different. In fact, this is the first time we're having Okinawan style miso soup.
First, let's try Okinawa soba cup.
Okay, so we can compare it with the one we just had.
This is very easy, very simple. Just pour hot water. That's it.
I noticed that they have a similar one at Family Mart
Yes.
too, called
Asasuba.
Suba, right? And it's really, really good. And this one comes with the noodles as well as that pickled red ginger again.
So pour hot water inside.
190 cc. Don't put too much. Perfect. Okay, next is just to give it a mix. Good mix. And then after that, just eat.
Just eat.
Yeah, you don't have to wait. Okay. Yep, looks like your typical Okinawan noodles. This one seems less wavy than the one we just had, and you see the bits of pickled ginger in there. Very simple.
And this one, the soup color is clear. So I'm very curious. Can I taste it?
Yes, of course.
Oh, this one more gentle than the previous one.
Oh yeah, that's
clear
good too.
flavor.
Yeah, I like that they taste different. Yeah, this one is clearer, and this one I can taste more of the fish. The other one, it was like a blend of pork and fish. It's delicious. It's so refreshing. Whenever we come to Okinawa, we have Okinawan soba at least 3 times. Love Okinawan soba. We like to go to different places because each shop has their own taste. Oh, look at the noodles. They're straighter. What's it? Hey, this one reminds me a little bit of Simon.
That's right.
Yeah, a little bit. It's different because there's no shrimp in the Okinawan noodle broth. But the one in Saimin in Hawaii, they usually have shrimp, so it doesn't have that flavor, but kind of similar.
I like this clear flavor of this soup. Each shop has different flavor, but basic flavor, basic broth is ingredients is similar, bonito flakes and pork, but the ratio is different and the noodle type is different, so the result is different.
Yeah, so just try out a whole bunch of places when you visit Okinawa. Next one is miso soup.
Miso
Okinawa
soup.
style miso soup.
Maybe you are thinking it's just a miso soup.
It's not.
It's not.
I think the major difference is that in Tokyo, miso soup is a side dish or an accompaniment to the meal, whereas I think in Okinawa, miso soup is the main dish. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw at a restaurant the menu book shows the very large bowl of miso soup. It's larger than rice.
Yes.
We eat the miso soup, but the size is the same as rice bowl. But here in Okinawa, the miso soup bowl is much bigger than rice bowl.
Right. Once again, because it is the main meal. And this one comes with tofu, egg, pieces of spam. Also, maybe that's pork. There's cabbage. There's some greens inside, as well as carrots. There's a whole bunch of ingredients here. It looks so good. And it doesn't smell like miso soup at all.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't. So we're gonna warm this up.
Yeah, they are using so much ingredients inside.
Okay, so here it is out of the microwave oven, and it looks like miso soup now. It looks like miso soup with lots of ingredients, including spam. Look at that. And now I do see some onions as well, and maybe that's spinach. I'm not sure. That's the egg in there. Look at that. It does look like miso soup, doesn't it? All right, so let's give it a try. This is amazing. I think I actually used to make miso soup like this when I was a kid. Not a kid, when I was a young adult. I didn't cook when I was a kid. Itadakimasu. Miso soup.
Miso soup.
How comforting. How comforting.
Good dashi. Good dashi.
Yeah.
Little bit sweet.
Yeah, it is like a sweeter miso and also a mild miso. I think it's not as salty either.
Still retain this texture of vegetables
Nice cabbage and the egg.
and spam.
Oh, that's delicious. Oh yeah. I understand how this can be a meal. This is a meal. I mean, all these ingredients here, you got the protein, you get the vegetables, and of course you get the miso, which is you know, a fermented product, so it's probiotic and it's quite healthy, I think. And of course you got tofu. Delicious. Makes me want to have a bowl of rice with this. Okay, now we go to Family Mart, right? Now Family Mart, we do have to say, has the most in terms of unique Okinawan items. And today, because we did one before, today we chose some new ones that they have right there. They're actually having a new, I guess, food fair, and these are nostalgic Okinawan tastes that will make you feel nostalgic and make you remember the good old days. Neither of us have lived in Okinawa back then, so we don't know, so this should be very interesting. We got the Anokoro no hamburger.
Nostalgic hamburger.
Yeah, the hamburger from way back then. In English it says this is a tomato burger with onion salad, which really doesn't make any sense. You would think it's a burger made of tomatoes, but there is a tomato in here.
I read on the website, this was a very popular food at the convenience store.
Really popular burger
Popular burger
back then.
back then.
Interesting. And this is a double patty.
Yeah.
The burger. That's what it looks like on the inside. That's the cross section. You see the two patties. That white thing there is the onion salad. You got ketchup on the bottom, mustard to the top, and relish. And there's a tomato in there as well. Oh, okay. Let's see if this takes me back in time.
I don't know this burger.
いただきます。That's
Little bit
really
peppery.
good. It's the relish.
The radish works nice, and I like this sauce flavor. The dressing, the onion salad dressing is good. A little bit creamy and peppery. It's like a mayonnaise, but not so thick, and combined with this meat flavor nicely. Pork and beef combination.
I don't know. This actually does. It doesn't take me way back, but it does have like a nostalgic flavor for me. But for me, it's most likely because it's the relish. It reminds me of like the, I guess, old-fashioned burger I used to eat when I was a kid in Hawaii.
This burger has a meat umami and sourness, sweetness, saltiness, nicely mixed, and texture is also fun.
This is a good burger. I like this. It's not fancy like the burgers you have these days, but it's a very simple, solid burger.
So next Family Mart food is taco rice. Taco rice is a very popular food here in Okinawa. It's kind of tacos, but using rice instead of taco shell.
Yeah, Tex-Mex taco ingredients on top of rice.
And this one is combined with omelette.
Yes, and it has I don't know, like two different sauces on the top. I also see like salad, and of course there's rice on the bottom. And this is again from that nostalgic line of new items at Family Mart. Okie dokie, let's try this one. Oishiso.
So
Oishiso.
I like taco rice. Oishi. This egg omelette works really good. I usually eat without egg omelette, of course, but this one is also good.
For me, what stands out is the sauce. I think it's ketchup and mayo or something, but combined together, it tastes like something else. It's really good. It's like dressing or something.
Cream dressing, cream sauce, and ketchup combined really nicely, and it has kick.
And I like that they added some vegetables to it. Even though we warmed it out of the microwave oven, the lettuce is somehow still a little bit crispy. Of course, the cabbage is a little bit crispy, but all the flavors combined nicely with the taco meat, the cheese, the egg, the sauce. It's so good. This is a winner.
Sauce works very good. Yeah, it combines all the ingredients into one. Sometimes the ingredients flavors are separated, but this one is really nicely combined.
This is good. Give it a try. If you live here in Okinawa, you're lucky. So we finally come to dessert. And, well, kind of a dessert. It's something sweet. And I had to get this. This is also new and limited as well. And this is a chocolate melon bread or melon bun using holiday margarine. So question for you guys. Have you ever heard of holiday margarine before? I kind of remember it back in the day when I was really young. You know, remember when people used to say margarine was healthier than butter? Remember those days? I have a feeling we used to use holiday margarine.
I don't know holiday margarine.
I think most people don't know holiday margarine.
But holiday margarine is popular in Okinawa.
Yeah, is it popular in the States? I don't think I've seen it for a very long time. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, maybe I remember the taste.
So inside you can see cream. Maybe it is margarine? Margarine?
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh.
And the surface of the melon bread is kind of like sugar. It's like what do you call that? Rock sugar. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
This is good.
I read on the website holiday margarine has a salt flavor, salt taste, little bit salt taste. Yes, this margarine has a salt taste, and outside it's sweet. It's sugar, sweet and salty combined.
It's delicious. It's really good. Oh my god. It is definitely the flavor of margarine, not butter. You know what I mean? Did you used to eat margarine when you were younger?
Yes,
As a
when I was young,
Yeah.
at a school lunch, they give margarine.
Margarine, really? Now we prefer to use butter, but this brings back a lot of memories. This margarine also reminds me of the margarine they used to give like in little square packs at the diner in Hawaii. Kind of reminds me of that. That is interesting. That is a very interesting experience for me.
At a convenience store, we saw a block of this holiday margarine.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it is still very popular.
Probably.
in Okinawa.
Yeah, it could be. I usually don't like melon pan from the convenience store. This one I like.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of want to buy it again. Like I genuinely like it. Is that bad? I really like it. Okay, so we have finished our taste test of the convenience stores here in Okinawa. And what were some of your favorites? What were your impressions?
The taco rice is really good.
Okay, so that was your favorite?
And the 7-Eleven Tsuna mayonnaise pork tamago rice bowl is also good. The 7-Eleven Tsuna mayonnaise is good.
Okay, so those two are your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite is completely different. My favorite has to be the hamburger.
Oh.
I really like the burger. I don't think I've ever said my favorite thing was a burger from the convenience store. Usually the burgers don't satisfy me. This one, I really like it. I really like it. Please, Family Mart Okinawa, continue to make this or bring it back when I visit. And my second favorite is the holiday margarine melon bread. I can't even choose which one I like most. I mean, I like them equally. They're equally good. And I'm so glad we tried this because, you know, holiday margarine inside melon bread, that doesn't sound quite appetizing, but somehow works really well and the burger is so good. Oh my god. I'm in heaven right now. I really am. So hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Hope you found it interesting. As interesting as we found it. I don't know, I feel like I found it even more interesting than you this time. Maybe because of the nostalgia factor, I don't know. As always, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, don't forget to do so.
Thank you for watching. See you on next delicious, delightful video.
Delightful video.
Yes, delightful video. Bye bye.
Bye guys.